let's walk through these instructions again. And this time I'm going to give you some visuals of what your pages are required to have. You can design them with your own creativity. Okay? So the paper must be up and down like this so that you all have the paper the same way when you go to put your album together. All your information must be on your page, neat, organized, easy to read. And you're finding that information, numbers 1 through 13, from your instruction sheet here. Your family name, group number, who discovered your element, when was your element discovered, atomic number, atomic mass, number of protons, number of neutrons in the atom, how many electrons, how many isotopes does your element have, what are the family's similar properties, and explain how your element reacts with other elements on the periodic table. So when I talk about this one, make sure you're mentioning properties, things like they're all metals, or that they all react violently, or that none of them react with water, or that when they're combined, they're useful, or uncombined, they might be harmful to humans, or they're never found in nature uncombined, or things like that. Those are the properties that we're looking for here. And then when it says explain how your element reacts, explain how it reacts. Not which ones does it react with, but how does it react with other elements. Okay? So, back to this. You should put your name of your element at the top in big letters. And then at the bottom of your page, you should put your name as the author. Okay? And then all in between, in any fashion that you want, whether you're making charts, writing it diagonally, straightforward, bulleting it, you can kind of design it however you want. The only thing I do not want is one big fat essay type format where it's just, all clumped together. It's not very interesting to read when it's like that. Okay? So be very creative with that. So now you guys know who is going to be creating the cover page. So if you're creating the cover page, please raise your hand. Okay, those of you with your hands up, you're going to need to do the following. I have a sample here on the right. So illustrations, you're going to have some kind of illustration. My illustration is a saying here in the black ink part that halogen means salt forming. Okay? All of our elements mean salt forming. Now, you have to have the name of the family and the group number. So I have my family name here and my group number with my Roman numeral. Then I listed all the elements in our group, even the ones we didn't research. I listed all of them. Okay? So be very creative, because the cover of your book is how people are going to judge your album. At the very bottom, make sure that you put your project group number and hour there. Okay, I'm going to erase that. All right. Some of you are going to be doing the family introduction page. This is what this needs. You're going to have to write the family group number, the Roman numeral, and the family name, which I have done. Halogen family group 17. You're going to list the elements that you actually researched and the student name next to it. So I listed all of my elements that students researched and put their names next to it. So when the teacher's grading it, she knows who the author was for each element. Then I list my similar properties, and I write as many as I can find down there. I ran out of room, didn't have enough room for illustrations. If you have room or extra room, please add illustrations to your family introduction page. Okay, those of you who are in charge for your group of creating the bibliography page, please raise your hand and get your eyes up here. You're going to list all the resources that your group members use during their research. The easiest way to do this so that when I'm grading your albums, I can tell who did research, who didn't research, and who kept track of their research resources. So you'll give each element and then list that person's resource resources that they used. Okay? So you'll just go right down the line. Every element that you guys researched, what were their resources that they used? Any questions?